Hey guys, Loco here. For you today, I have GGS versus 100 Deeps. So normally, this should be a rather boring and a typical North American game, right? It's two middle of the pack LCS teams going at each other. But there was a Twitter feud on who the blame should fall on after the game, and it made it so much more spicy. So here's the thread. It started out with Inero, the head coach of Golden Guardians, apologizing for the loss, saying that to lose a game like this can only mean that I failed my job as a coach this week. Then I Will Dominate came out and said it was on the players for inting and the draft and the strategy for the game was solid. And here's where it gets kind of weird. Veteran comes out of left field and says any coach that doesn't put the gameplay on themselves too should be immediately ignored. Props to Inero. Okay. I think the context for Veteran's tweet is just so fucking whack. Golden Guardians had a game where the players played like they bet money on the opposing team and they just constantly got caught out again and again. Sure, coaches do deserve blame with what happens on the Rift, but it's for when teams have consistently shit meta or a really bad draft, not for where players are individually underperforming. I mean, even Golden Glue's mom knew this was wrong. So anyways, let's watch this game with that being the focus for the recap. Should Golden Guardians head coach be apologizing after a loss like this? As always, we're going to start with the draft. So the first thing that stands out to me is the Yuumi first pick. We don't get to see a lot of Yuumi in LCS, so I'll try to explain what the champion does and what kind of comp you want to draft with it. Yuumi's a scaling champion. She's okay early, her laning phase honestly isn't that great, and her pokes aren't very strong earlier on. But later on in the game, her heal is incredibly powerful. When Yuumi's paired with a melee carry that can really go in and be in center of the fight and do a lot of damage, she is an amazing champion. And that's why it's being paired with the Olaf right here. He's a champion that does a lot of damage. He's a champion that can become unstoppable. And once he gets in the middle of the team, he is going to melt people. And when Yuumi attaches to the Olaf later on, and she's giving heals, poke, and ult to CC people, it's just such a nightmare situation to deal with. But here's the thing. Golden Guardians ended up finishing out their draft with two poke champions in Ezreal and Zoe, and also the Gangplank. I don't like the Gangplank pick here as much. I would have preferred if they took a stronger top lane, because they did end up getting counterpicked by Lucian, right? So most likely Golden Guardians is going to be in a situation where both bot and top are going to be losing in lane in the early portion of the game. Now when we move on to 100 Thieves draft, it's a very typical draft. If anything, the only thing that really stands out is the Lucian pick. Lucian into Gangplank is a very well-known counter pick, and it's really important you play towards the Lucian and you isolate the Lucian in Gangplank so the Lucian can just split push on the Gangplank all game long and really keep his priority and really make his presence known. So let's sum up the two comps. Golden Guardians has a poke comp that's really strong in mid game and also has a lot of scaling aspect due to the Olaf, the Yuumi, and the Gangplank. 100 Thieves on the other hand has a very standard teamfight comp with Lucian split push being the odd flavor, so it's going to be more of a 4-1 comp than an actual 5v5 teamfight comp. But yeah, those are the two comps, and now let's get on to the gameplay. The first play we have is Meteos coming in for this gank. Golden Guardians has their bot lane pushing out, and FBI ends up burning his E early, and now he's gonna flash when he's already dead. I'm not sure why he used flash there. There was just no way he was gonna live. But yeah, first blood for 100 Thieves, and it looks like Closer trying to get something out of this, but not gonna be possible. Here we have Closer clearing out the pink ward on Dragon. He's gonna look to start it. And really good for him that both bot lane and mid lane of Golden Guardians has priority. You can see FBI and Keith trying to clear this all the way out. Very nice dodge on the hook with the E, and Keith's going to de-attach and try to go help with the dragon. And Meteos popping over, going on FBI with the EQ. Keith immediately reattaching, Redemption coming in, GP ult coming in. But the real kicker here is Golden Glue coming while Ryoma backed because his wave was pushed. 100 Thieves misjudged the situation and they didn't realize how many members of Golden Guardians were going to come, and it ends up being 3-for-1 in favor of Golden Guardians. Now Closer realizes he can't just do Dragon right here, so going to go for the blue instead. And someday, getting a solo kill on Haunter, he knows exactly where the jungler is, so he feels very confident doing that Lucian all-in of WR on GP. Meteos trying to steal away the Gromp from Golden Guardians. Golden Glue going to pop over with the plant, and follow with a flash he had in his pocket, and he's able to pick up Meteos with a nice ult follow-up too. I think he just got too confident that Lucian had priority and didn't realize that Golden Glue could move. I think this is where the int starts happening from Golden Guardians. Closer sees stunt. He should know there's a lot of people in river, but he feels so confident because he has Keith attached to him, and he doesn't realize he has basically 0 defensive items complete. The only thing he has right here is a ruby crystal, and yeah, he just straight rushed warrior. So I don't know why he felt so confident going in there, but he goes in, gets insta-gib, and that's going to mean easy dragon for 100 Thieves. Here we have Golden Guardians grouping up for Herald, and it's really going to show the strength of their comp versus 100 Thieves. You can see how easily they were able to chunk out Meteos. Golden Glue is 4-0, he's been playing really well up to this point, and also take a look at 100 Thieves comp. They don't really have anyone tanky, and the Nautilus, until he gets his stone plate complete, isn't really going to be a tank. And when they have to check into Golden Guardians where they have full objective control and vision, it's a nightmare situation. Who's going to be tanking the Zoe Q and E? Who's going to be tanking the Ezreal Qs? Just no one. So they're able to get Herald very easily and use it on this mid turret after the plating is gone, and it's going to be easy peasy mid turret down. Herald getting ready to charge. And now here, all Golden Guardians has to do is back, but Closer gets hit by the stun, and he's kind of going in. I'm not sure why. Keith tries to attach to FBI, but the root coming in from 100 Thieves means he's not going to be able to attach. And yeah, 2 free kills that Golden Guardians didn't need to give at all, and they just kind of overstayed a mid lane and ended up giving it up for free. Here we can see 100 Thieves has full control of Golden Guardians jungle, and Keith is going to walk in alone as a Yuumi instead of waiting for people to show. And FBI getting soloed out by Someday and the extremely strong Lucian that was 2-0 with Blade of the Ring King. What are you doing there, bud? You're an Ezreal, just maintain max distance and clear the wave with Q. But this is kind of what I mean though. Golden Guardians is just inting where they don't need to be. I love what the Observer is doing here. He's showing exactly what Golden Guardians is seeing. Haunter can see that the dragon is spawning in 20 seconds, and he's just pushing up by himself. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. And 100 Thieves, gonna collapse on him, able to kill him very easily. Like, you're a gangplank, you are extremely squishy, what are you doing there? And now Closer here wants to get something out of it, but yeah, you're walking into a choke point. Just don't do this. I don't know what you're doing. Everyone could have just been going through mid or slowly checking him with Blue Trinket or Ezreal Q or Zoe Q. I don't know what the hell Haunter was thinking, being so far off by himself there. Here we have Golden Guardians kind of spread across the map. You can see Lucian pushing in on the GP and the Gragas rotating down bot side trying to kill him. The thing Haunter should realize here is that people are going to try to make a play on him. The Lucian's 3-0 and he's 0-2, so he needs to back away from turret and use his ultimate to clear the wave. And also for rest of Golden Guardians, they really shouldn't be sieging on the top tier 2. They should be pushing out mid and getting vision around Baron or helping out Haunter. But yeah, they pushed out too far and we're going to have both Closer and Keith die. Oof, Golden Guardians losing everywhere on the map and people just getting caught out and people just in places they shouldn't be. So at this point, I'm pretty sure FBI lost his mind. He sees 100 Thieves clear the ward. He sees Gragas use Predator and he's sitting there shooting Qs. Dude, run the fuck away. It really feels like he has money riding on 100 Thieves winning. Like, I just have no idea why he would want to sit in that brush. Now, at this point, 100 Thieves has 3 dragons. We have a dragon coming up. It's soul point. Golden Guardians has to check in. Closer face checking in, forced to burn his ultimate. Keith also burns his ultimate. And yeah, now they really don't have tools to be fighting 100 Thieves. And this is also right after FBI got caught out. So it's a 4v5, just a really bad situation for them. But they just still can't give up this soul, so they end up checking in. Closer gonna die, he doesn't have ult. Keith was attached to Closer, so it's a buy one, get one free situation. And now 100 Thieves able to get Ocean Soul very easily. Now we have 100 Thieves playing for Baron and Golden Guardians wanting to check in. I really don't like what Closer and FBI and Golden Glue are doing here. They're walking in through the narrow choke to get to Baron, where they should be going through mid. You're a Zoe, you're an Ezreal, you guys have pokes, use the wide path. When it's the ocean map and there's so many brushes, it is so dangerous to go through that choke. I have no idea why they're doing that. They have Zoe Blue Trinket, they don't have to rush checking into Baron. And Ezreal Blue Trinket's also coming up. It just, they lost focus and they're making really dumb mistakes. For the last 5 minutes, while that Baron debacle was happening, Someday was split pushing on Haunter, and he was able to take the turret and the inhib on the bot side of the map. You can see Stunt coming in here trying to prevent, but he's really just caught out from the rest of his team and he's going to get picked off. But the problem is Someday versus Haunter. It's a Fed Lucian versus a Gangplank that's been struggling, and Haunter's going to get easily solo killed. Now, Golden Guardians are in a catch-22 situation. They have to go deal with Someday. They probably have to send multiple people. But if they send multiple people, 100 Thieves just as Baron. So yeah, the game's already pretty much over. The Lucian is too strong. He is level 18 at 30 minutes in the game. And they're just going to be ending. Oof, Golden Glue going to die here also. FBI not in the best situation. Cody chasing with Flash. And that's going to be a kill. And then the lone Yuumi is going to be, free for anyone to pick up. And that's it, boys. So post-game, I can see some blame being on the coach if it's about the macro and how badly Golden Guardians played around vision and how they looked like chickens with their head cut off when they had to check in. But the problem is they like playing comps like Zoe Thresh, and they have shown good mastery in terms of how we set up for objective. What do we do when we don't have vision? They know what to do. Go through mid lane, use the pokes, get the vision back slowly. It just seemed like this game the players panicked and they just played terribly. Like, we saw how many individual deaths that Golden Guardians had that were unnecessary. So yeah, I'm gonna have to side with Dom here. It's not really Inero's fault. It's way more so the players inting. And also, I think it was obvious as fuck that Inero was just covering for his players. They played like shit. So he wants to make sure the flame goes to him and not the players, so they don't feel bad. It's called being a martyr. It's called just shielding your players. Like, everyone knows that he's playing to the politics here. So yeah, I feel like Veteran's tweet was just far from left field, and I don't know what the fuck he was arguing about. But you guys should make your own conclusions, so let me know what you thought down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love doing Loco recap. It is probably the bread and butter of my content nowadays. And yeah, hit that like button. Also, one last thing. I'm not crazy. I'm just Loco. Bye.